The Nigerian Labour Congress says about 60,000 Nigerians in the engineering and construction sector are now out of jobs owing to their claim that infrastructural development has been put on hold by the federal government. At a press briefing in Lagos by NLC's affiliate union, the National Union of Civil Engineering and Construction Workers, the president asked the federal government to channel the same effort in fighting corruption into infrastructural development to create jobs for the teeming unemployed population. Mr. Amechi Asogune said this is not certain how many projects have been abandoned, and he challenged the government to constitute a committee to monitor projects and contracts and entrench labor-friendly policies.
It becomes critical and is still lacking answer because we have not seen the plan for infrastructure. So fight against corruption is like fight against indiscipline, which must continue side by side with development. So we believe that Mr. President should, as a matter of fact, reactivate all the ongoing projects across the nation. The reactivation is to reactivate the employment of Nigerians. One thing is to give a job, another thing is to expect the multiplying effect, which includes employment and development. The target of every government is to develop a nation. Capital development, human development. And we are saying that the effort of government is not enough without infrastructure. And they must do that with immediate attention.
Well, it's time now for business news, and here's Anne Nwawodo.
Hello, welcome to Business News. Indigenous energy producer and trader Sahara Group is set to become the second oil firm to issue an initial share offering on Lagos and London stock exchanges, and that's the first of such. International capital raising was done in April 2014. That was when the last one was done by Seplat Petroleum. On Monday, Sahara Group announced plans to issue $600 million IPO and raise another $800 million in bonds, seeking a new company valuation of about $3 billion US. The company says the new capital raising will assist in seeking new advantages in the Nigerian oil and gas industry and step up its total crude production 5 times to 60,000 barrels per day. The Sahara Group's Seplat Petroleum and Shoreline Group accounts for an estimated 20% of Nigeria's production of nearly 2 million barrels per day. The impact of the El Nino weather conditions is expected to cause a decline in cocoa production in West Africa, according to a research report released today by Lagos-based financial derivatives company. The report says that cocoa output by Ivory Coast, the world's largest producer, is forecast to fall 2%, even as Rabobank International has lowered the West African country's crop forecast by 50,000 tons to 1.7 million for the next season. For Ghana, another major cocoa producer, the FDC research report says that output may decline 1.7%, while new crops starting in October will also be affected. Cocoa prices are surging on shirking supplies and bad weather conditions. Since the new year, cocoa prices have climbed some 5.71%, up 1.64% since the 2nd of September, at the price of $3,168 per metric ton. The Corporate Affairs Commission has set up a business rescue committee to help prevent the liquidation of companies, while the Commission in a statement said the move was taken to enable the Commission meet global insolvency practice. Constituted with professionals from various disciplines, the committee members are expected to render advisory services to companies who voluntarily indicate interest in the process. The team advisory services will be rendered free of charge, but without bailout packages for enterprises. Over now to the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, where equities today closed in the green, pegging the benchmark index at 30,358.87. Temple Ashaju has more.
Hello and welcome to Stock Market Reports. Equities trading on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange closed in the green today. The benchmark index edged up 1.02% to close at 30,358.87. The gains were driven by the activities in the shares of Nigerian breweries, Julius Berger and Zenith Bank. Nigerian breweries added 2 naira 80 kobo to its share price. Julius Berger gained 1 naira 50 kobo, while Zenith Bank recorded a 1 naira 45 kobo gains. On the decliners list, Guinness dropped 3 naira 78 kobo. It came ahead of corn oil at 2 naira 92 kobo and USAN, which lost 1 naira in its share price. On the top trades chart, banks and financial stocks led with UBA, Access Bank, and of course UBA Capital at the top of the table. At the end of trading, investors exchanged 1.9 billion naira for 226.6 million shares, all in 4,531 deals. And that does the Stock Market Report. I'm Temple Ashaju.
Thanks a lot, Temple. While Globacom, one of the nation's leading telecommunications company, today unveiled its brand new Glo Exchange agents to drive its mobile money products and services, particularly aimed at reaching over 80 million unbanked Nigerians. The company says that Glo Exchange agents have been well trained and are equipped, confident and market ready to deliver the much awaited financial inclusion and cash light economy which the federal government has been campaigning for.
About this time last year, Globacom launched what has been described as a revolutionary service, a service straddling the telecommunications and banking sectors, the Glo Exchange. To drive this mobile money super agent network, the company immediately began an extensive drive to recruit agents across the country. Thousands of Nigerians, big, small and medium-scale businesses and individuals signed up for the scheme. After recruitment, those who qualified were meticulously trained, and today, Globacom says the agents are set for work.
We're now ready to bring mobile phone-based financial services to the unbanked and financially underserved Nigerians in cities and rural areas across the country. We are offering the Glo Exchange service in conjunction with 4 of Africa's biggest banks. First Bank, EcoBank, Stanbic IBTC, and Zenith Bank. Glo Exchange brings about the much anticipated convergence for financial services to mobile phones.
As community pharmacists, we are in the business of actually educating the people on various health issues already. So educating the people further on things that concern their pockets will be an added advantage both to the society and to our members.
The service comes with several unique features to enhance security, convenience and effectiveness of the operations.
For you to have mobile money services, you have to go to the nearest Glo Exchange where you can have all those services. What are those services? First is for you to register. Once you register, you have to now get e-value. You give cash to the agent and the agent convert that cash into e-value for you for free. And then once you have money on your phone, you can send it to any person in Nigeria. The person who is receiving the money can go there to any Glo World shop or any Glo Exchange to convert that e-value into cash, which is cash out. And then you can buy airtime, you can do whatever you want with your e-value.
Glo Exchange has been described as a game changer and one of those futuristic services that will herald a new financial Nigeria.
Major equities around the globe today ended in the positive territory. Let's now see some of those figures. And that's our package on Business News tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Anne Nwawadu. Bimbo will be back with the rest of the news at 10.
Thank you, Anne. Now, leading manufacturers in Nigeria's pharmaceutical industry have called on the government to support the growth and survival of the industry. This unanimous appeal was made at the 3rd International Exhibition on Complete Pharma Manufacturing, organized by the Pharmaceutical Manufacturing Group and the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. This event, with the theme Nigeria's Pharmaceutical Industry and International Competitiveness, is playing host to 33 exhibitors from 10 countries, including India and China.
Apparently determined to make a statement about the coming of age of Nigeria's pharmaceutical products, captains and bigwigs in the industry gather for the 3rd International Exhibition on Complete Pharma Manufacturing. From the goodwill messages to the keynote addresses, the issues are the same. It's an appeal on government to encourage the patronage of local pharmaceutical manufacturers.
The nation must continue to value the tenets of self-sufficiency in manufacturing production.
While this advocacy might have caught the ears of the Nigerian government, they also have their own stories to tell.
The problem is that even though the Ministry of Health passed the drug distribution guidelines and we are supposed to have started implementation, the infrastructure is not there yet on ground. We do not have the warehouses. The other issue is to revisit the Pharmaceutical Development Fund. We had asked for a 200 billion naira pharmaceutical in the development fund that we took all the way to the Federal Executive Council, met with the then president, but the issue died at some point.
As the NAFDAC boss complains of lack of warehouse for drug distribution, but he promises to revisit the proposed Pharmaceutical Development Fund before declaring open the exhibition.
The benefits of all our visitors here and the glory of God. Thank you.
Others also share their views on how to move forward Nigeria's pharmaceutical industry.
The first and foremost is to bring to the knowledge of Mr. President that the Public Procurement Act promulgated 2007 needs to be followed strictly.
The Nigerian pharma manufacturing industry has come of age, and there is no problem in meeting the drug need of Nigeria and Nigerians, as given by the federal government that at least 70% of our drug needs must be procured locally.
After all said, the big task ahead is the need to sustain the global competitiveness of Nigeria's pharmaceutical products and stamp out drug counterfeiting.
Still ahead on the news at 10, Sunday Olise earns his first win as Super Eagles beat Niger Republic 2-0 in an international friendly played in Port Harcourt. That's on Sports News, so do stay with us.